Alright, this is gonna be a 5-star case guide for our first homicide mission. The red lipstick murder.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Clyde Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing.
Alright, enough talk.
Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the
Can I not skip this, please?
Get out to the scene, lads.
The main reason Santa's so jolly is because he knows where all the bad girls live.
Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street.
Printer by trade, but...
You're behind the wheel.
Alright, when we finally get to the crime scene, I'm keeping the camera away from the body because
Control,
it,
this your beat?
as you might know, YouTube dislikes nudity. Our first clue right here is a
What can you
size
tell me about the
8
shoe
shoe
prints?
print.
Men's size 8s. Tinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
And we're going to take a look at the body to get that out of the way. I'm going to put sensors over this.
Head injuries. She has been badly stomped. The cuts...
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
You get our blunt force trauma.
Anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
No, you won't. And... wrong finger. I'll see the ring right
What about
there
this wound on the finger?
for a third
Probably
clue.
removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
Writing on body. Our last clue on the body.
Interesting. What does the writing on the victim mean?
BD. Like Dahlia? Tex? Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
2 more clues here.
The victim's bag?
The lipstick.
Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
There's a globe around here somewhere. Right here's our last clue for this area. This jackass will stop looking at it.
It's like some
Now
kind
this
of
is
puzzle or parlor game.
pretty puzzle. You just gotta put the world together. Come on, jeez, takes forever. No, no, no. Don't want to go that way, or we'll be doing this all night. Then get the... If I can get onto the bottom one, please. Oh, I guess you're not allowed to move the bottom one. Whatever. So we'll just have to turn them all. Like that. It opens up. Voila, magic.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
That's where we're going next. Of course, it points the camera right at the dead body. The nudity in this game is kinda unnecessary and a little bit freaky. Makes me think the people that might have made this game are potential necrophiliacs. Okay, so we're going to the Bamba Club. Nope, you're driving.
Can you drive to this one?
We going out to the werewolf? For my money, copycat.
We can't rule it.
Okay. Now we go in and interrogate this guy.
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss it. Is there anything
Okay,
else?
enough talk.
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine? Christ. Sure I know her. She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Alright, suspect seen with the
Was Mrs.
victim.
Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Truth.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes, at around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Ring stolen from
Mrs. Henry
victim.
appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Doubt.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay, I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
Knowledge of husband.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. Put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Doubt.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up, like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
Now, last thing we gotta do here
Let's get
is
out.
use the telephone.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
If this guy, annoying partner, will stop talking so I can use the phone.
Check your coat or go to your table. I want to talk to the owner.
Operator,
Mr.
give me
He's in
R&I.
back somewhere.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thanks.
Now we gotta go to the Henry residence.
I think he's a bit of a
Yeah, open the door, and the one right beside you is opened already. Makes tons of sense. You should know this by now. You drive.
Your favorite.
Our fifth newspaper is right here. Another thing about the newspapers that I should mention is you actually have to watch the cutscene for them to count against your total, so. Oops. First clue's right here.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
Second clue, broken window.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
Think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit. You got another thing coming, Buster.
Now the next clue, it doesn't show up as a clue, but it is a clue. The note on the fridge.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband. Jacob could give us something to go on.
Alright.
One of my exes drank like this.
Now...
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it.
The bedroom. Look at the ring box.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564.
Tiffany, the rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
42 North Union.
And the picture on the dresser.
A regular Amelia Earhart in her day. The ring looks distinctive.
And that's everything in the house. The picture isn't listed either, but it counts. Last thing we gotta do here is should be a neighbor around here somewhere. I think this is her.
I knew it wasn't safe around here anymore.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Mrs.?
Horgan! Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. Poor long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh, my God.
Oh my God!
I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Yeah, stop talking to me. Okay, now that we're done here, finally, we can go to Jacob Henry's apartment.
His mother would be proud of him, catching all those criminals.
You know the way. You can drive.
I was so excited.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say. Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, clues first. Right here's the first one.
I get even the slightest.
Use the pencil to shade in the message.
The oldest problem there is what to do about the old lady.
Okay, now we need to go in the bedroom. Where is his bedroom? Let's be back here. Just walk so slow. What's in here? The suitcase and the boots. Look at their size. 11.
Size 11s.
They don't fit the crime scene. They should already leave. Okay, now we interrogate him. Movements
So who
of
could have killed
victim.
Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
Lie.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
We're gonna pick the Bamba Club lighter.
We know she went to the Bomba Club.
The bartender there. He calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
Last contact with victim.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
Truth.
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
Motive for murder.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
Lie.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, big mouth? Huh?
Death threat note.
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still going to need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your gut.
Come on. Come on,
You're awful
son.
hot. What's this?
Come on, son. Come on. Come on. What you got? Okay. Gotta pick up the phone real quick.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt.
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Seems just a little too extreme.
Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain
Jeez, this is a long-ass phone call.
All suspects return to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Enough talk, Jesus. Then we gotta go to Central Station first.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Delicious and creamy Spencer's Root Beer is your...
We gotta go interrogate the guy we just interrogated again.
Doesn't look good, Jacob. You're in a big jam here. You lie to me, and I can't help you out. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Access to murder
What do
weapon.
you do for work, Jacob?
I'm a mechanic. Engines, differentials, transmissions, that kind of stuff.
So you have access to tools?
Yes, I do.
Your wife was brutally beaten with a socket wrench handle, then stomped to death. How do you think that looks, Jacob?
I was home in bed.
Lie.
You're full of shit, Jacob. The truth is you hated that bitch. You followed her and dragged her into the car and then took her out to the moors. She woke up and you smashed her face in with a socket wrench.
No. No, 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 no.
And then you stomped her. You stomped her because she's a drunken whore and she treated you like shit. You stomped her for all the years you had to take it. You stomped her because you are such a weak fucking sister, Jacob, and you wanted to erase all memory of it. Go on. Try to deny it.
I was at home. I should have gone to her at the bar, but I didn't. You can't prove I wasn't home.
Husband's alibi.
I can. The bar owner, McCall, gave you up. He called your house right at the time that someone was smashing Celine's skull in and got no answer. If we find that socket wrench, you're gonna fry. Get it off your chest. Tell me you killed her.
I killed her, all right. I killed her dreams. She was an aviator, famous in her day, flying around up there like a bird, but she never wanted to go back down. You know, my pop was a sod farmer, dirt poor. I joined the Corps, trained to be a mechanic. I did better than my father did. I worked hard for it. It's all you can ask of a man. But Celine, she never wanted to come down from the clouds. She wanted everything I couldn't give her. All I had was security. That was never going to be enough.
Okay. Lipstick
You did
markings.
it. Everything points to you. What does Tex mean, Jacob?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Truth.
I need a reason to believe you, Jacob.
You want a confession? That's what you want?
That's exactly what we want.
Seems to me there are two types of marriages. First, where the couple love each other equally and everything's roses. And then there's the other, where one person loves the other more than life itself and always puts them first. Chumps like me, who love them no matter what, no matter how badly they behave. That's it. That's my confession. I love my wife. And I'll take any test you got to prove it.
Deterioration of marriage.
You took her in and she threw it back in your face. You didn't go over there to hurt her. It just got out of hand.
It's not how it was.
Lie.
You're lying, Jacob. It was falling apart and things got violent.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you how it was.
Marital problems.
Jenny Horgan says you blackened her eye.
It's all right, Jacob. The DA will understand. In your shoes, I would have done exactly the same thing.
I hit her, all right? I'm not proud of it, but she was coming at me with a frying pan. What would you do? Took it for years, but sometimes a man can only take so much.
Jesus.
Why
Missing
did you break into
jewelry.
your wife's house, Jacob? Why steal the ring?
What? What are you talking about? I've got a key. Why would I need to break in?
Truth.
You took the ring because you found out who gave it to her.
What are you talking about?
Her prized garnet ring, given to her by her old boyfriend, Dick McCall.
I never knew that. I lived with that woman for 3 years, and I never knew that. In that case, I think you should be talking to Dick McCall.
We'll do the detective work, lunkhead. Just answer the questions.
I'll see what I can do for you, Jacob. But I'm not promising. It still looks bad for you.
Phelps.
Okay, we're almost done. Last place we
We
gotta
can still
go
pull down a
is
conviction
here.
for the skipper if we chase down this Mendez guy.
You can drive.
Jesus. Look at the mailboxes and ooh, apartment 16.
Mendez, apartment 16.
It's on the top, 4th floor.
Here.
Yep.
The apartment's up on the top floor.
Oh shit, Sherlock. It just says it right there on the sign. First things first, we're gonna go back into the bedroom and search the shoes first. If you search the box, you won't get the shoes.
Gotta get these to Ray. Size 8s could help place Mendez at the scene.
Now we can look at the box. Lipstick.
Brothers could match the color and brand of the body.
And the last clue, the socket wrench.
Consistent with Celine's injuries, and the blood can be...
Do not lose that son of a bitch!
And the blood can be tight.
Now we gotta chase him.
Mendez, stop right there! You don't need to do this, Alonzo!
Get in and drive.
Move out of the way! People are so oblivious in this game. Big good hit.
Hit it! Clean this asshole off the
Ooh, I
road.
almost hit that guy.
I got an idea. Get him next to my window, Cole. Keep me alongside his vehicle, and I'll stop the son of a bitch.
Are you gonna shoot him?
Hit him, Cole. Spit him out.
Well, I would if I could catch him. But we're driving on.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer.
I'm trying, but we're driving a hoopty. Alright, there, we got him.
You're under arrest for the murder of Celine Henry.
Show me your hands!
And that's the end of the case. So, come on. Loading, 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 loading. More cutscenes, more cutscenes. 5-star case.